everyone. Today we are going to discuss about rationalizing the denominator. The rule says that if we have a fraction, the denominator must not be negative and the denominator must not contain any root. In all these sums, we can see there is root of 2, root of 11, root of 2 in the denominators. So these fractions need to be rationalized. That means we have to remove the root from the denominator. How to rationalize the fraction? If we have a fraction like this, there is only one term in the numerator and one term in the denominator. Plus and minus separate the terms, but multiplication and division does not separate the term. So 3 root 2 is only one term. If there is only one term in the denominator and it needs to be rationalized, we multiply the numerator and the denominator by the denominator. Suppose if we multiply any number, say a into 1 is equal to a. That means if we multiply any number by 1, its value does not change. So we can multiply this fraction by 1, its value will not change. If we multiply this thing by 1, we will get the answer 1 by 3 root 2. That means when we are multiplying any number, it remains same. We are getting the same answer. Its value is not changing. And if we can multiply this fraction by 1, that means we can multiply the fraction by 3 root 2 by 3 root 2. Because in a fraction, when the numerator and denominator are same, its value is 1. That means when we are multiplying 1 by 3 root 2 into 3 root 2 by 3 root 2, that means we are multiplying the fraction by 1. Because this will get reduced and it will become 1 by 1. So its value is not changing. So we can multiply a number by or a fraction by any number, any fraction whose numerator and denominator are same, because it will get cancelled and it will become 1. So its value is not changing in this case. And if we are multiplying the numerator and denominator by 3 root 2 and 3 root 2, what will we get? 1 into 3 root 2 will give us 3 root 2 and 3 root 2 into 3 root 2. That means first we are going to multiply the numbers. 3 into 3 gives us 9 into root 2 into root 2 gives us root 2 square. That is equal to 3 root 2 by 9 into, when there is a root and a square, both the root and the square gets cancelled and only the number remains. Because root means to the power of half. A, root over of a. Root over of a means a to the power of half. That means root over of 2 means 2 to the power of half. And root over of 2 square means 2 to the power of half into 2. So this 2 and this 2 will get cancelled. 2 to the power of 1, which is equal to 2. That means if we have root and square, both the thing vanishes. We write only the number. That means root 2 square is only 2. This can be reduced. 3 1s are 3, 3 3s are 9. So we are getting root 2 by 6. Now we can see there is no root in the denominator. That means we have rationalized the number. In the second sum, we can see there is one term in the numerator which is 5 and there are two terms in the denominator because I said plus and minus separate the terms. So two terms are there in the denominator and only one term is there in the numerator. If there are two terms, then how to rationalize the denominator? We multiply the fraction by the denominator, but in this case we change the sign of the second term. That means we are going to write rationalizing the denominator we get 5 by 4 plus root over of 11 into 4 minus root over of 11 by 4 minus root over of 11. The value will not change. Why will the value not change? Because we are multiplying by a fraction and the numerator and denominator of that fraction are same. If the numerator and denominator of the fraction are same, that means we are multiplying by 1. Any fraction or any number multiplied by 1, the value doesn't change. So if we multiply this fraction by 4 minus root over of 11 by 4 minus root over of 11, the value of this fraction will not change because this is equal to 1. So when we are multiplying like this, we are getting 5 into 4 minus root over of 11 by 4 plus root over of 11 into 4 minus root over of 11. 5 is getting multiplied by 4 as well as minus root over of 11. And in the denominator we can see the terms are same but the sign has changed. That means we can use a plus b into a minus b formula. That is equal to 5 into, let us keep it like that, 5 into 4 minus root over of 11 by a plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. That is equal to 5 into 4 minus root over of 11 by 4 square, which is 16, minus root over of 11 square. That means there is a root and a square. Both the things will vanish and only the number will remain. So 16 minus 11, which is equal to 5 into 4 minus root over of 11 by 16 minus 11, which is 5. So this 5 and this 5 gets cancelled, which is equal to 4 minus root over of 11 by 1. And if the denominator is 1, we don't write the numerator. So the denominator. So the answer will be 4 minus root over of 11. Another sum is there are two terms in the numerator, there are two terms in the denominator. We are rationalizing the denominator. That means we have to remove the root over of sign from the denominator. We are going to multiply this fraction by root 2 minus 1. By root 2 minus 1. So again we are going to write rationalizing the denominator we get root 2 minus 1 by root 2 plus 1 into root 2 minus 1 by root 2 minus 1. Again the numerator and denominator are same, that means we are multiplying by 1, the value is not changing. That is equal to root 2 minus 1 into root 2 minus 1. That means the signs are also same, the terms are same, same thing we are multiplying twice, that means it will become whole square. If a number say a into a is a square. In the same manner, same thing we are multiplying, so it becomes root 2 minus 1 whole square. And in the denominator we are getting a plus b into a minus b, that means a square minus b square. We are going to apply a minus b whole square formula over here. We will get a square plus b square minus 2 into a into b by root 2 square is 2 and 1 square is 1. Again root 2 square 2 plus 1 square 1 minus 2 into root 2 is 2 root 2 by 2 minus 1 which is equal to 1. So we are getting over here 2 plus 1 3 minus 2 root 2 by 1. Denominator is 1. We are not going to write the denominator, so we will get the answer as 3 minus 2 root 2. We have rationalized the denominator. That means we have removed the root over of sign from the denominator. This is how we are going to rationalize any given fraction. Two more sums we are going to see. Root 5 plus root 3 by root 5 minus root 3 is equal to a plus b root over of 15, and they are asking us to find the value of a and b. Let us take the fraction root 5 plus root 3 by root 5 minus root 3 and rationalize the denominator. So we are going to write over here rationalizing the denominator. We have learned just now how to rationalize the denominator. We are going to multiply the fraction by the denominator, but there are two terms, that means we have to change the sign of the second term. So this fraction will remain as it is, root 5 plus root 3 by root 5 minus root 3 into, we are going to multiply by the denominator, but the sign of the second term will change. That means this will become root 5 plus root 3. So root 5 plus root 3 by root 5 plus root 3. When we are multiplying like this, we are seeing that this two terms and these two terms are same and the signs are also same. Again, we are multiplying two same numbers, that means it will become whole square. So root 5 plus root 3 into root 5 plus root 3 is root 5 plus root 3 whole square by root 5 minus root 3, root 5 plus root 3. That means we can apply a minus b into a plus b formula, which will be root 5 square, that means a square minus b square, and root 3 square. That is equal to, we are going to apply a plus b whole square formula over here, which is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab by root 5 square, that means 5, root 3 square, that means 3. That is equal to root 5 square will give us 5 plus root 3 square will give us 3 plus 2. When two numbers with root are getting multiplied, the root, we are going to write the root over of sign once and we are going to multiply the numbers. That means root 5 into root 3 is root over of, we are writing the root over of sign only once. And we are multiplying the numbers, that means 5 into 3, 15. So root 5 into root 3 becomes root over of 15. This thing by 5 minus 3, which is equal to 2. That is equal to 5 plus 3 is 8 plus 2 root 15 by 2. we can take out 2 common. If we take out 2 common, inside bracket we have to write 4 plus root over of 15 by 2. This 2 and this 2 gets cancelled, so it becomes 4 plus root over of 50. That is equal to 4 plus, we can write 1 root 15, because there is no number, we can see there is no number in front of root over of 15. That means we can multiply root over of 15 by 1, the value doesn't change. So we are writing 1 in front of root over of 15. That means 1 is getting multiplied by root over of 15, its value will not change. And this is equal to, the question says this is equal to, the value of this one is equal to a plus b root over of 15. Therefore, what is in place of a? 4. So the value of a is 4, and in place of b we can see 1 is there. So the value of b is 1. We have found out the value of a and b. In this sum, they are asking us to simplify, and 2 fractions are there. How to simplify, how to add 2 fractions? First we find out the LCM of the denominators. So what will be the LCM of the denominators? We are going to multiply the denominators. That means the LCM will be root 5 minus 1 into root 5 plus 1. This will be the LCM. Now we have to compare root 5 minus 1 into what is this one. Suppose we have a fraction, say 2 by 3 plus say 5 by 7. 2 fractions were there and we are adding these 2 fractions. What will be the LCM? The LCM will be 3 into 7, which is 21. Now we can compare 3 into what is 21? 3 into 7 is 21, and we multiply the numerator by that number. That means 2 into 7. Plus 7 into what is 21? 7 into 3 is 21. So we multiply the numerator by that number. That is 5 into 3. This is how we add 2 fractions. Here also we are doing the same thing. We have got the LCM. We got this LCM. How did we get the LCM? 7 into 3, 21. In the same manner, how are we getting the LCM? Root 5 minus 1 into root 5 plus 1. We are getting the LCM. Now we are going to compare root 5 minus 1 into what will give us this LCM? Root 5 minus 1 into root 5 plus 1 will give us this LCM. That means we have to multiply this numerator by root 5 plus 1. We will get root 5 plus 1 into root 5 plus 1 plus root 5 plus 1 into what will give us this LCM? Root 5 minus 1. That means we have to multiply this numerator by root 5 minus 1. So we are going to write root 5 minus 1 into root 5 minus 1. That is equal to, same terms we are multiplying, signs are also same, that means it will become whole squared. So root 5 plus 1 whole squared plus, again same terms, signs are also same, so root 5 minus 1 whole squared. And here the terms are same but the signs are different, that means a plus minus b into a plus b. So a square minus b square formula we are going to apply, which will be root 5 square minus 1 square. That is equal to a plus b whole square. A square plus b square plus 2 into a into b plus, again a minus b whole square. A square plus b square minus 2 into a into b. This whole thing divided by 5 root over 5 square, that means 5 minus 1, which is equal to 5 plus 1 plus 2 root 5 plus 5 plus 1 minus 2 root 5. This whole thing divided by 5 minus 1, which is equal to 2 root 5 plus 2 root 5 minus 2 root 5 gets cancelled. So 5 plus 1, 6. Again 5 plus 1, 6. 6 plus 6 gives us 12. By 5 minus 1 is 4. 4 ones are, 4 threes are. So the answer will be 3.